Hey guys, back with another video, and today I'm going to be going over all of my current positions starting with Tesla. Now just a quick update if you've been following my journey. Yesterday I had one of my best days of trading. I had over $1,000 in profit by selling some Apple calls, and this jump right here I just deposited $1,000 more dollars. So this isn't quite accurate of all my gains, but I would say on this account it's already up $2,000, which is amazing. Anyways, back to my positions, and as you can see, a majority of them are using my favorite strategy now, and that is the debit spread. But let's dive in. So this call, it actually wasn't the best play. I was watching Tesla, and as it was shooting up, I kind of got overexcited, and I bought the debit spread at kind of a premium at $260. So I'm betting $260 to make $240 because the max amount I can make in a debit spread is the difference between these two strike prices. So 45 minus 480 is $5 times 100, which is the amount of shares in an options contract controls, so $500. So why do we use call debit spreads? It's because let's look at the two contracts that make up this leg. Had I just wanted to buy a Tesla call, it would have cost me $2,765. Yeah, it's out of my price range. Maybe someday, but not today. So how can I afford to own this option if it's too expensive? Well, that's why we also sold a call at the higher strike point, and I was credited $2,505. And again, the price of getting into this position is the difference between this credit and the previous debit. And you can see this one is up. So these two options kind of cancel a lot of the risk out of each other. Now, currently I am down. I bought this at one of the peaks of yesterday's trading. Not smart. Don't do what I did. But I'm still betting that by the end of the week, hopefully it should be at or above $485. And if it is at or above $485, then I should be making close to the maximum amount of profit, which would be $240. So here I have a workhorse debit spread, and same idea. This is a lot cheaper. I actually should probably be playing in this range more often just because my account size isn't that big. But for this, it only cost me $25 to get in, and my maximum profit, again, is the difference between these two strike prices. So 0.5 times 100 would be $50. So I'm betting $25 to make $50, and that's essentially a coin flip, but I'm fairly bullish on Workhorse, and we just need to end the week above this strike point that I sold it for. Right now it's at 17.42, which is, it's okay. And you can even see here that my break-even price is $17.25. That means if the price of Workhorse is $17.25, which is roughly in between this, then I would have broken even. I wouldn't have lost money and I wouldn't have gained money. As long as we're not losing money, I consider that generally a win. Here I have some Apple spreads that I opened pre-split, and these are definitely doing very well. I actually have an open order to close a couple of these contracts already, and I also want to make another video showing you how to close one of these contracts, or at least showing you it happening live, because I think that would be very helpful. I think I'm on track to make money on a majority of these contracts, especially if I start taking profit today. Last week I had a big scare with Amazon debit spreads where I didn't close the position before expiration, and I saw a huge negative account balance in my account, and it was incredibly scary. And even though I didn't do anything wrong and the position closed positively in the end, I realized that there's always a risk that something could go wrong, and generally you should be closing your positions earlier anyways, because what's the point of holding out till the last day just to make 5 or 10% when if you were to close it out earlier, you actually get the money back and you could use it for something else. Here I have two Rocket debit spreads, and these for some reason were really cheap. I'm not doing as much research as I should, but at the same time I don't want to overcomplicate things. I was just looking through the options chain and I saw that we could get a call debit spread at these two strike prices, and when I look at the weekly of a Rocket Company, it has not dropped lower than $25 this whole week. So if we go back to my position, I just needed to close higher than $25 and I would gain the full amount of profit from this position, and that's would be $500 minus my costs, so $287 profit. This is, I think, a really high probability trade of winning. I saw it and I took it. And if you look at this Rocket debit spread, it's even more in the money, and it wasn't even that much more expensive. This would only cost me $228 to make potentially $272, and I just need Rocket to close above $23 to get the max amount of profit. I'm wondering if I'm missing something, but this seems like a very, very safe play. One of the highest probability win rates of a call debit spread I've placed. Finally, we have a ZUO call. This is a stock that I'm very bullish on, so I just have a long-term contract at it. I think I would probably take profit around 100% or 200%. Generally, for these long-term contracts, I think it would make more sense to hold, but I don't know if I'm disciplined enough, and I still want to just get more trades in. Real quick, I think having this many contracts open is a double-edged sword. I'm definitely learning a lot by placing this many trades, but generally I wouldn't recommend to have this many open contracts. It's just a lot of things to keep track of. And I know from watching a lot of other YouTubers and seasoned option traders that most of them recommend not to open so many positions. I think this isn't too much, but it's getting there. So I shouldn't open anymore until I close them. Yeah, that's it for today. Please let me know if that was helpful and if you want to see more of these portfolio reviews. I really enjoy doing them, but I think it's also very helpful for newbie or intermediate traders to see the positions I'm in, and you can decide for yourself if those are good moves or not. And of course, if you want to see the results, you have to like and subscribe. Thank you so much once again for watching.